I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Hey, Giant Wolf, how's it going? Long time no see. Hopefully you've been alright. Hey, what's going on, Flame? Alright, let's get this going. Would you believe I got Yuzuha in 22 pulls? I can believe it. I got her in like 20. Yeah, I got her in 20 pulls.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang.
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows in the class.
Perfect. This is like the perfect time to put a pause right here real quick. Gotta go walk the little dog. I shall return though. Wait, why does it look like a lot of stuff is missing? What happened? I'll be back in a minute. Sorry. I know y'all all gone. But hey, I'm back. Yo, thank you, Inkadoodle. Let's go. Hey, nice. You actually can watch this one because you don't care about being spoiled. Let's get it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that said scattered dreams, and I was gonna be so sad. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the floor near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Huh? Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. I haven't seen any flower pots here either. I would want Yuzuha, but Orpheus is infinitely cooler. Orpheus and Magus are really dope. Oh, look, there's a fire pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they put a fire pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. Mr. Arnold? Oh, he's our butler. Sorry, I went off tangent. I went on a tangent. I'm glad you want to chat with me. Maybe it's because you not only took me in when I had nowhere else to go, but you've also been really sweet. I feel at ease around you. That's the proxy's charm, all right. Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton, a huge tilted shadow flashed out by outside the window. There was a noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. Gotcha. If they make Orpheus a support, I would cry. That's another important clue. The balcony with the flower pots is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot. She'd be viable, yeah, but she'd be viable for quite a while, but yeah, Orpheus would do like no damage. This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's take a look around carefully for any clues. On the second to last floor, right by the billboard and next to the drain pipe. That window. How big was that shadow? Huge, basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that would support such a massive object. The drain pipes and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? Yo, make Orpheus a DPS Bernice, and my life is yours. I see. What's up? So I was just talking to myself yesterday while I was in my room. I kept hearing noises from around here. It turns out there's a construction site not far behind. Yeah, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? What the hell was that sound? The overturned drink crate must have been hit by the flower pot. But why would this lone box end up all the way out here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait. Those look like claw marks from a small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something, and before you know it, you lift the box. And there's a trail of tiny footprints. How is Vegas the leader, but Orpheus a member? I'm confused. Never underestimate the power of a talking tail. Just look at Mr. Tail from Star Rail. It's glow in the dark pan. Looks like we found our perp.
Wise, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Let's start by piecing together what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. Cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no phosphorescent paint on the drain pipe, so it's likely the little creature hitched a ride on the cargo and was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Wise, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this.
I like how her little belt shows her emotions. That's adorable.
Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Let's follow them and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
I'm gonna say no just to be safe. Nah, don't say nothing.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Fairy, you're not helping.
I actually did win yesterday. I got Yuzuha in 20 pulls. Let's go. 45 pulls away from guarantee. I got you. Oh, man. A cornered rabbit will bite. Don't bite wise now, Jesus.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
The footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Don't let it get away!
Hey, stop! There! It ran into that shop!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit.
Monato?
What?
Huh?
Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki?
Jeez.
His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh? What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse me for being presumptuous.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right. Thank you very much. No, wait! We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training. Wise, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
How would I know? What the heck?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow.
Really?
Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Monato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumix has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow. Items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Of course they are, because why not?
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Waifei Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloon Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Monato! We're heading to Siloon Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumix and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Of course not! But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Wise, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Sailoon Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Wise away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Monito, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Caught! I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in with Yuzuha's around. So it's like, is Monito Yuzuha's like neighbor growing up or something? I'm pretty sure they're not related, but they seem to have known each other for a long time. That's so mean. Ah, they're classmates. My dude does not look like he belongs in school. My boy look like she should be working a 9 to 5 at an auto body shop after he done retired from high school. Though we've got a ton of students from Waipei Peninsula, the standout characters like Monito are pretty rare, and those are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate. But I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyway, let's head to Sailoon Bay and ask around. Speaking of Sailoon Bay, it's an area near the shore below Phylum Heights. In the past, Lumite ore mined from the Hollow was washed there first. Now, quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Swibian Temple's entrance goes straight to Sailoon Bay. Should have been fixed last week. Let's go check it out. Friggin'... It's like, ah, nah, we go to school. You motherfucker, he go to school? What? Oh, and look who it is. Speaking of the devil. You know, before we go there, let me go up. Never mind.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Huh. She looks like the woman that works for Hugo.
Then, is there another way to get to Sailoon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Sailoon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the hollow, and since Porcelumix has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Yeah, exact safety concerns, air quotes.
Are you saying the edge of the hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Sailoon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Sailoon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumix. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
There must be other ways to get to Sailoon Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something Porcelumix tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumix is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Sailoon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Wise. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Indeed. See, this is the thing that sucks. I hate to admit it, but I guess my perception isn't quite on your level. I barely even used that perception technique Shifu taught me. All signs pointing towards yeah, the main sibling you're playing is going to be much, much better at ether stuff than the sibling you're not playing. But I agree with you all. This thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Wise, I'll come with you to Sailoon Bay using EOS. I might be able to help. Alright, let's go.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
Look at the little Miss Seismic. First of all, oh, this okay, yeah, this is like the interaction thing. That's tight. And let's nab this coffee. Just do our daily routine on the way. Ah, they don't let you chill at the entrance? Oh, man. Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Wise to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. Is something wrong? Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation, and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain paths too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltus might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. So you mean the mountain path's full of machines, right? Full of machines right now. Yeah, they've got triple the strength of a normal person, and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, this just got way easier. Huh? Vaguely explain Fairy's abilities. So you're saying you got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols. That's pretty much it. Alright, Wise, let's roll. Minato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping the visual logs. Minato was totally ignored. Alright, we're all set. Let's head out.
We just have to follow this railway track to get to Sailoon Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead. Post about what happened today on the forum.
The little Tanuki can post on forums?
We've got enemies.
I know about this.
Don't go too hard, Minato, or people will notice the damage.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
The agent's suggestion is worthy of consideration.
Very shush.
Yo, he going crazy. That's awesome.
All done. Let's go.
Hold on. Me for a sec.
What's wrong? Ever since we set out, I had a feeling someone's been tailing us. There's no video recording devices on this mountain path. Who on earth could it be?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, Lord.
Alice, don't be afraid. It's us.
Jesus.
frightened me.
You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here?
Ms. Ukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
We appreciate it, Alice, but don't force yourself.
Thank you, Wise. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Sailoon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Monato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom...
A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
Oh, cool.
Let's see what you've got.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Clear your mind, you're a real chatterbox. But you handle it.
Hold up. Sorry, I got a random call out of nowhere.
Keep it up!
Jesus.
Uh-oh, it's people from Porcelumex.
Shh, let's try to avoid them and take a detour. As if all those security mechs weren't enough. Now they're sending in reinforcements?
Damien is such a headache to deal with.
Yeah, cool. Just happened to have a side gig installing locks when I was working part-time before. Okay, it is the Marcel group thing. Okay, so I just got a call to do something very quickly. I'm gonna do this, do this, and then get right back to it. Oh man.
My sword will never lose to anyone. Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend. My sword will never lose to anyone. Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend. My sword will never lose to anyone. Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend. My sword will never lose to anyone. Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend. My sword will never lose to anyone.
All right.
Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend.
All right, perfect.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze. Wise was always the one jumping around with Eos before.
Oh!
Eos's tiny legs can jump that high? Master has expressed a similar assessment.
Huh, this is Belle's first time being in a Marcel maze. That's interesting. Hey, whoa. I want that, but I don't want to hurt. Dun, 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 dun. Man, look at all that money. Can I just jump down? We gonna try. For science! Huh, wait, you're right. Belle is now the... snap. Huh, this is like the first official time that you controlling the other sibling. It's all coming together. It's all connected. Get that parkour! Is there any more money? I'd like it if there was more money. Hot!
Nailed it. Classic Phaethon.
Great job, Belle. Let's keep going.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing. Your weakness has been exposed. How much longer until we get to Siloam Bay?
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
And then we're there? A flurry.
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Clear your mind. Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Wise?
All done. Everyone, let's move.
Oh, now he can detect when he's being followed. Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Hey, you say? Okay, you don't.
Huh, Yuzuha. Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrog again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the Hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck. Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds? On the mountain path? Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
Oh yeah, let me rotate this around.
This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks!
Do you need our help?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. Wise, you go with our little lady here and check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece. Let's go!
Yeah, wow. Yuzuha and Minato seem like a dynamic duo. One's a troublemaker and one can, like, I don't know, bench press a bus? I don't know. Well, you know we gotta check around here for loot. This is really tight. I like this a lot. Huh, I think I might have got them all. Ooh, do these work? They do! Yo, this has got to be like... I guess I can check too, actually. Yep, I got him. Let's go. Hey there, are you mellow? Yeah, what's up? I heard you trade porcelain materials around here. Can you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before? Yeah, I've seen it before. But you only took a quick glance. What, you don't believe me? I have you know I got the best intel in all Silum Bay. Of course we believe you. That's why we came all this way to ask for your help. What's going on, Dante? Can you tell us about the origins of the porcelain shard? No way! Can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy and I'm trying to fix it. I'm not in the mood to talk. This is a remote control edition City Hunter. I saved my allowance for a whole year to get this. Ugh. Oh, Dante's fault. For a kid, this is a huge deal, though. When it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. If I could fix your toy... Huh? You can fix it? If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about where that porcelain shark came from. Ah, yes. Fixing toys with ether mumbo jumbo magic. It's all connected. It all makes sense. Oh! I was like, what am I missing here?
Porcelain shard came from?
No.
Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
But my mom said Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I never seen you before.
But look at her. This graceful, elegant lady clearly wouldn't be a bad person.
Thank you for the compliments. But I doubt that's a convincing reason to trust us. Hey, little one. Actually, we know Miss Yuzuha, the daughter of Mystic Wares' owner, Mr. Ukinami Balrong. We came here with her today.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrong's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name is so different from Uncle Balrog's. I thought it had something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me.
Yuzuha!
You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up.
That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante. Ukinami Balrog. I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name. Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction.
Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters.
It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think? What I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill.
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, alright?
Yes, I will.
Alright then, let's get going.
Yeah,
Where's
come on.
Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
Also, yeah, oh my god, she is like literally, she's like the second to last surviving member of her family. Holy cow. What the? This woman is everywhere. She's like Cristoforo from Wuthering Waves. She just everywhere. Jeez.
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Well, it seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a life round!
So, you already knew we were here, Miss Isolde. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Mr. Wise. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
Ah, I see. Then there's nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
It's all right. Staying cautious is a good thing. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde! You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why don't you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom? You little stinker. What did you just say? Get back here!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero, even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better, but there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military and government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end, only the frontline troops defending against Hollow Zero received it. I see. You look like you want to say something. Have more questions for me? Go ahead, I'm all ears. I want to know about you, more about you and your comrades. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow Zero frontline. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the borders of Wi-Fi Peninsula and Janus Quarter. Supplies are vital to the city's survival. Indeed. Back then, we took pride into running into the battlefield, doing what little we could for the city. Why are you still working with the military? I understand what you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the Defense Force, do I? But, well, sometimes life just drags you along with for the ride. I suppose I'm what you would call a useless person. Huh. Was it just a coincidence that Miss Isol said that? Or did she overhear our conversation on the mountain path? And not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Siloon Bay first. Nothing. Well, you should head to the beach to find Dante first. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm sure we'll meet again in the future. Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure how I feel after hearing all that.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Okay.
Dante, so this is where you went.
Minato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Minato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Minato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the Defense Force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it. But I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
I'm pretty impressed, Dante. I didn't realize you'd thought about all this so deeply.
It really is a great dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an Obscura. Was it made in Wi-Fi Peninsula? Ah, I think I get why you came to Siloam Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for your understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place?
Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems. And there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the Obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Mr. Weiss, take it.
Nice! A children's toy often seen in the city that are capable of firing plastic Denny-shaped bullets. This particular gun right here looks rather old. Yo, the design of this toy looks insane! I mean, this might pass for some highly dangerous if you painted it all black. My goodness.
Miss Isolde, what are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard. So once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Holy crap.
Wow. I'm not sure if I completely understand, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month. Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
No, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name?
Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Siloam Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves.
I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that?
No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess. every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me all about the human world beyond its walls. I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan.
That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that.
I love these two.
Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
Phew. We finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Zold. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a little would be good.
Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
Ah, there it is. There's a drainage pipe up ahead. We're on the right track.
The higher we go up the mountain, the more pipes are buried underground. It's becoming harder to spot them.
Sorry. Fairy can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited holo data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations. Wise, we've cleared out loads of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something Porcelumex would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
Let's move then.
Please be aware of ether activity units.
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Monito.
I mean, when you're fighting these guys, you don't have to hold back. It's super relaxing, right?
To attend.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Both paths leads to high ground and the water flows into that drainage channel from earlier. Which way should we go? Also, you know what? I think I'm going to take your advice, and I think I'm going to wait for the English part to come out, and then play the Fate event. Why some of the wheel tracks might not be visible anymore. Try using the insight technique she taught you.
We should be able to sniff out some clues around here with our technique.
Let's hurry. I still have a lesson to attend.
Oh, probably not, but I still haven't done anything. Wheel tracks tainted with traces of miasma. Looks like they're from a small cart of some sort. Following the trail of miasma might lead to more tracks like these nearby. Oh yeah, hold on. This is like a whole new area with these things. What's up here, though?
Huh. The tracks lead right up to here.
The messy wheel tracks suggest that carts frequently pass through here, but on closer inspection, you'll notice a thin card on the ground nearby. Probably dropped during some commotion.
Let's look around and see if there are any other tracks. Watch out! More ethereals have appeared.
More than the ethereals. I'm curious to see if that door up ahead can be opened.
All right, all right. Man, I love this music. The music in this game. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Aw, yeah. We're actually getting quite a few Denny's out of here. Not a bad haul, not a bad haul. Oh yeah, you know I gotta collect these. Oh, and that too? Hold the phone. I got this! Oh, sweet heaven! It's fine. Yo, rip indeed. Bang, 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 bang. It's fine though, it's fine. We're fine. Vale had to experience the sweet embrace of Bang Boo death at least once.
It's open. Let's go. More tire tracks here. We're definitely heading in the right direction.
The miasma around here is getting pretty thick. And there are more monsters, too. On the target. Sorry for stealing your spotlight.
They were hauling stuff around in a place like this? That's just begging for trouble. Though we're not exactly in a much better spot ourselves.
Wow, Mr. Komono is throwing shade at himself.
Whoa! Our princess is throwing shade?
Never mind. It's probably better if I just keep quiet.
To anyone.
Yeah. Road ends ahead.
Huh? It ends?
More monsters.
Let's wipe them out ASAP and see what clues we can dig up around here.
The weakness has been exposed.
There might be a passage behind that miasma.
A flurry of thrusts. Focus on the target. Solid hit. Score one for me.
Like Monotho is going off like a whole Guilty Gear character over there.
Let's check out what's behind that miasma.
Oh, whoops. Well, that car we found earlier working as well, elevator? Use the card. Uh-huh. course it wasn't gonna be that easy. The current device is a combination of an offline system and a mechanical encryption system. Cannot effectively crack it. Take a look around and see if there's another way to get in here. Fair enough.
Yeah.
The place is totally red. Looks like a truck crashed straight through. But the ethereals we've encountered along the way weren't that strong. They should have been able to. They shouldn't have been able to cause this much damage. Don't tell me there's a big one lurking around. Man, just thinking about it gives you the creeps. And here I thought those folks were crazy enough hauling stuff around in all this miasma. True, this is a dangerous place. There's definitely some conspiracy behind this. Looks like there's nothing around here that'll help us power the elevator. Let's check elsewhere. Yeah, oh my god, look at the dent in that door. Jesus. There's a bunch of empty boxes stacked up and tire tracks on the ground nearby. It must be the outer packaging from whatever they were shipping. And these boxes are all clean. Doesn't look like they've been left in the hollow very long. Great, that settles that question we had earlier. These people are definitely transporting stuff into the hollow. That's a little odd, though. Odd. Look here, the box label claims the contents are thermal insulation materials for construction. But that tends to be very light. So how did it leave such deep tracks? So that means stuff that was in the box doesn't match the label. And there's no way whatever was in here is something that can be openly transported into the hollow. That's why they're using fake boxes as a cover. But there's nothing around here that'll help us power the elevator, so let's check elsewhere.
Is this really as far as we can go? This can't be right. It's not like me to have such bad luck.
Don't worry, everyone. We may not have cracked the elevator's passcode, but Fairy and I checked the terrain nearby. The cliff behind us isn't that steep. There's definitely a way to get over the cliff, but it'll take a bit of time to figure out the best route. And none of us brought proper climbing gear.
In that case, let's head back for today. It's getting dark.
Yeah, the hollow gets even more dangerous at night. Best not to stick around. Let's get ready to head back. Time to go, my lady. Milady! Ah! You scared me! You're the one who scared me! Why were you just standing there, zoning out like that?
It's just that I just felt that label on the crate looked oddly familiar. Like I've seen it somewhere before.
Any idea when you might have seen it?
It should have been pretty recent, but nothing else is coming to mind at the moment. My apologies for the delay. Let's leave the hollow as soon as we can. We finally made it back to Phylum Heights. It's already dark now.
Great work, everyone.
You too. Good job on keeping up with us all this way. And hey, our princess was actually more useful than I thought. Thanks. Since there's nothing more we can do today, let's just call it.
Alright, I'll contact you as soon as we finish calculating the route.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you all, but are you Miss Alice Timefield?
Yes, that's me. And you are...
Oh, I'm a concierge from Porcelumix in charge of receiving guests. We just received a package addressed to you.
A package? Where was it sent from?
I'm very sorry. There's no sender information on the package, and due to its size, it's not easy to move. So, for now, we've had to store it in our warehouse. If possible, would you mind coming with me to take a look? Since it was sent specifically to Wi-Fi Peninsula, it might be something important.
All right, understood. If you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave for now. The place where the package is stored. How far is it exactly?
We're almost there. Sorry for the trouble. Since the package is quite large, we wanted to be careful. In case something goes wrong during the delivery. What on earth?
I didn't think we'd actually be right.
You didn't seriously believe we'd let our guard down around you, did you?
Was he trying to choke her to death or something? What the heck? Wow. What the heck, man?
Hey, Wise, there you are.
What's the situation inside?
Well, it feels like we witnessed a whole new side of Master Pan.
Master Pan must have watched a ton of crime dramas. He even said lines like, "Lighter sentence if you confess, harsher if you resist. Want some fried rice?" And, "Sorry, I'm a mystic."
Are you alright, Alice? Being the bait must have been pretty scary.
There's no need to worry. I'm quite alright. I may not be the best at dealing with unexpected situations, but thankfully, we were prepared for this one.
By the way, did you guys feel anything?
What do you mean?
You mean the guy that's following us?
So you also felt as if we were being followed?
Yeah. At first I thought I was just being paranoid because we ran into Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde. But now it's clear we've had a tail since this morning.
Ah, like what? Yeah.
What should we do? Should we get him?
But we don't have any solid proof that they're up to something. Even if we catch them, they'll just brush it off. Plus, we would risk giving ourselves away.
I agree with the proxy. Besides, they probably haven't tried anything because we've got numbers on our side. Once one of us is alone, chances are he'll make his move. If we can figure out who they're after, we might be able to bait them into slipping up.
I think I'm probably the one they're after.
How come?
Because I just remembered. The crate that hit my window last night had the exact same label as the one we saw in the hollow.
Then we were right. That fake concierge really was the one smuggling stuff into the hollow. They tried to go after Alice just because she saw the crate. Whatever they're moving, it has to be something big.
Oh, look! Master Pan and Mr. Komino are coming out.
Senior, how did the interrogation go?
Ah, he confessed. He told us everything. Come on, let's step away a bit. Don't want that guy overhearing us. Don't worry, Beeline and the others are watching him. All right, this spot'll do. I'll keep it short. That guy was smuggling ether explosives into the hollow.
Huh?
No wonder it was so heavy.
Exactly. It was disguised as insulation material during transport, but he didn't dare swap in stronger ropes, worried it'd raise suspicion. That's why the ropes snapped during the lift. He heard Alice shout, and since the crate was damaged, assumed she'd seen the explosives, so he decided to silence her, fearing the whole thing would be exposed.
So that's what happened. But I never even saw what was inside the crate. Pitiful. Trying to hide one crime by committing an even greater crime.
Yeah, he was straight up trying to murder her. Goodness.
Good thing you all stayed sharp. He played himself and walked right into the trap.
Who ordered him to transport the explosives?
The one who gave him the orders was his superior at Porcelumex. He's just a low-ranking grunt. He doesn't even know what the explosives were meant for. But he said they've been transporting them for 2 weeks now. I did a quick estimate, and the amount of explosives in the hollow is already enough to flatten 100 Swabian temples.
Whoa! What?
They're definitely planning to use those explosives to destroy something. It's clear now that their crimes aren't just about profiting from illegally producing high-value goods. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, we also have some good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Belle always says I'm not positive enough, so this time, let's start with the good news.
All right. The good news is that we found an access card and password on him. You'll be able to get into the elevator that you couldn't access before. As for the bad news, he said tomorrow night is the last run for transporting these explosives.
Ah.
So that means tomorrow's the deadline, and their plan is about to succeed. What's everyone thinking?
We must stop them. As a member of the Timefield family, I can't just stand by and do nothing in the face of such evil. What's wrong?
I always thought you were just a nervous, wishy-washy overthinker. Never figured you had this much fire in you.
Miss Timefield, Yuzuha means she's really grateful you're willing to keep helping us. And so am I, of course.
Monato, next time you skip internship classes to work on your side gigs, don't expect me to cover for you.
All right, everyone. It looks like we've made our decision. Let's head back into the Hollow tomorrow morning for another investigation. If we find any critical clues, we'll call for backup immediately.
All right, let's do that. Tomorrow, Junior Bell and I will provide support from within the temple. Junior Wise, give Shifu a call now. Let's see what she says. It's getting late, and we've got an early start tomorrow. You should all stay at Swabian Temple tonight. That way, we can look out for each other.
Wise, you go ahead and call Ishu and Shifu first. We'll take care of everyone's accommodations.
Indeed. And we will do that next time. Because I have to go take care of some stuff now, and it is getting late. Wait, what is it? I already did my thing, right? I did. Maybe it's bugged. Oh, well. Alright. Thanks so much for swinging by and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and end it here. I'll probably finish the story tomorrow. Should be fun. I hope to see you all there, and you have yourselves a good night. Take it easy out there, everybody.